Welcome back to this week's episode of Unlocked, and we have Grayson back.
Yep. Just like I always say, this is how you know everything's going downhill.
Because he just comes back to save the show.
She needs me.
Shut up.
We have a real, we need each other in our relationship.
Yeah, we're a little codependent.
Yeah.
A little bit. But Grayson is coming on because we have reached that time of the year, and Grayson's going back to school tomorrow.
No, she's going to have another breakdown when she leaves. And it's
going to be I'm not going to be as bad this time. Like, it's going to be sad, but it's okay because Grayson moves out tomorrow, and then I move out on Friday.
Mom's going to be the one we got to worry about.
Yeah, it's just going to be Mom, Dad, and Chloe at home.
I know. Mom's going to pull her hair out.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal, but it's okay. They're going to realize how much they missed us.
Mm-hmm. They're going to realize what they had, and they're going to want it back.
Yep. You got it. That was the thing. It's like, y'all, since they've been home, I mean, we've had a great time, but we've also been at each other's throats.
I mean, we knew it was going to take time to adjust.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to, I expected it. I knew we weren't going to jump back into what we were before.
No, but like having that many people in one household.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
And living with your parents after not living with them for 11 years.
Well, it's just like the other night I asked to go somewhere and it was 9 o'clock and Dad was like, at 9 o'clock? And I was like, what?
Also, the fact that you asked.
Like, I was looking back and I was like, first of all, why did I even ask? Second of all, I haven't.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
I told him, I said, I'm living on my own in 4 days again. And you're having me argue with you about going somewhere at 9 o'clock?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part too. Like going back, living with your parents, and they're still trying to parent you like you're a teenager is tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
I have experienced it, and I'm almost 30 years old. So I'm just excited to move into my place. It's so cute. It's going to be cute when I finish designing it. I'm working with a designer. Their Instagram is like Vibe Interiors. So cute. It's going to look amazing.
For you, it's basically like you get to restart your life.
Yeah, with no responsibility.
Yeah, and I'm excited because now you get to come and be the cool sister instead of I'm your parent.
I know. We're going to have fun. Which games am I coming to?
I know, that's why I'm excited. I'm even excited to move in tomorrow.
I know. What games am I coming to?
As many as possible.
As many as possible. Why did I know that was going to be
I'd be fine if you were there for every home game.
Do they ever play in Knoxville?
They do, not this year.
Aw. Because I wanted to go to Blackberry Farm.
You can't pay me to go back up there.
Really?
I hate that place.
It was bad?
It's awful up there.
It's awful up there. I cannot.
And hell, walking to class, you got to walk up a 25-foot incline because it's nothing but hills. It's mountains.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And I'm like, you could.
So are you excited to go back to school tomorrow?
I've been excited to go back since the day I came home.
But that's good, though, that you've been part of an environment that you love, that makes you feel welcomed, and that like you want to go back to.
And I don't dread the school part. For me to say this is a big deal because I've hated school my entire life. But I love the school part.
Why do you think that is?
Because I learn about stuff that I actually have an interest in and that I'm actually going to use.
What are you going to do with what you're learning?
Be a sports agent.
Okay. And what does that entail?
I have to take some...
Entail, whatever.
Like in school or after?
After.
Well, I mean, I would have to work with like a sports agency or something, but the end goal is to definitely start my own and then sell that and just disappear.
Sell that and just disappear. Don't forget about me.
I might not say anything where I'm going. You'll just get one random big deposit into your account and have to wonder where it came from. And nobody will ever get a hold of it.
I will just accept it and gladly
just
live
accept
life.
it. Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions.
Just take it and be done.
So, also, too, can you please explain to people what's going on with your leg? Because you look like a creature.
No, I know. I had knee surgery, so they had to shave my leg.
Yeah.
Or part of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to see if you wanted to come to Cayman for my birthday.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to, but it's up to you.
It's up to you. But aren't you going somewhere with Dad?
Anything with Dad, you have to play by ear.
Okay.
But it's fine. He don't want to go either. So it's like he's going for me.
Oh, really?
So you think he doesn't give a crap about cars?
Yeah, no, he really doesn't. Well, decide. And if you do, then we'll
I'd love to go.
Like for a few days.
Yeah. I'm happy. I said this the other day. I'm happy now I'm at the age where I get included on stuff.
Well, yeah, you get included on stuff because you're an adult, and it's like we don't have to worry. Oh, Grayson can't go here, can't go there.
Even Vegas, I told you multiple times, like, thank you for bringing me.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to be there.
Did you? How was the Vegas experience?
Oh, it was great.
What was the best part of the whole thing?
Best weekend I've probably ever had.
What was the best part?
Meeting Colby Covington.
That was hilarious because I had
met Waka Flocka.
Yeah, you met Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
Colby Covington, I had no idea who he was.
Yeah, because she doesn't keep up with fighting, but
I just knew he was attractive. That was it. I was like, who's the attractive guy standing next to me? And then please tell the story about what I looked at him and said.
Well, she looks at him and goes, "Are you good at what you do?" And I like paused for a minute and I looked at her and I said, "Is he good at what he does?"
I don't know.
I said, "He could retire right now and be in the UFC Hall of Fame."
Well, pardon me. I don't watch people fight for a living, so I did not know. But apparently he is really good at what he does.
It was so crazy to me because anybody that watches UFC knows that Colby is probably, besides Conor McGregor, the most hated guy in the UFC.
See, well, and that was the thing, was I looked at him.
He was so nice.
I know, he was so nice, but I looked at him because you said he was mean, and I was like, why are you mean to people? Like, you don't need to do that.
When he called Kamaru Usman Marty Fake Newsman, he comes up with these names for everybody
Yeah, but
he
like,
fights.
you don't have to do that.
You do. In that sport, you do.
Well,
to get paid, you do.
I told him he needed to be nicer.
He's doing exactly what he should.
Y'all,
That's
we
why
were
he's where
sitting
he's
there.
at.
These people, so we have podcasts with like Mark D'Amelio and who was the other? Bryce
Hall.
Bryce Hall. We meant to get one with Colby, but with the way the Celebrity Poker Tour went, it was just kind of all over
Colby
the place.
got wine spilled on him, so he left and changed and then came back.
Stop.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't there for a minute.
No way.
Yeah.
Stop. That's hilarious.
Colby and I were talking, and he talked to me the whole time.
Yeah, he was so sweet.
Savannah told me, she was like, "Don't talk his ear off."
Yeah, because Grayson was just yapping. It's like he had freaking diarrhea of the mouth.
But he kept coming up to me. So I was like, I mean, if he keeps coming up to me, I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah, so they were talking the whole time. And then afterwards, y'all, we went gambling.
Well, we also went to dinner with, you didn't know who it was, but Tito Ortiz.
Yeah, who's that?
UFC Hall of Famer. He's one of the reasons that UFC is what it is.
No way.
He fought on like one of, I think it was.
Yeah,
UFC.
we were at dinner. We went to Toca Madera, and it was like Colby,
Tito Ortiz, Aljamain Sterling, O'Day, Aaron, and you.
Yeah,
and
there was
one
like
of Colby's friends.
all kinds of people there at dinner, and then afterwards we went and what?
Tito Ortiz fought on UFC 40. It's now on, because you know it goes by numbers. They only do one each month.
Okay.
It's now on UFC 319.
There wasn't anyone that looked that old.
It's now on UFC 319.
Well, then Tito's whatever, he looked good because he didn't look that old. And so then we went gambling after. Obviously Grayson couldn't gamble, but he like stood back and watched him and Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
I can't. So Grayson stood back and watched us gamble, and y'all, these people, thank God I sat down at a table to where like they still, since everyone else was betting big, they were like, oh, just let her bet like $300. I was like, oh, thank God. And these people were betting like $100,000 hands.
Yeah.
Like $100,000, $50,000, $25,000, and it gave me a heart attack. I was like, there's no way.
It was funny because I had to stand on the walkway to be able to watch.
Yes,
literally. I'm not allowed on the casino floor.
Yeah.
So I had to stand on the walkway and look over and watch the whole time.
Yeah, but he still had a blast. We had so much fun. I'm going to go back at the end of August to play in the Celebrity Poker Tour again. I came in 9th place out of 56 people, so I did pretty good.
And November.
And I'm going to go back in November. But I am bound and determined to win this Celebrity Poker Tour. Blake win. I'm telling you now, I'm winning it. It's just going to happen. I've now got a little bit better strategy. I'm so excited. That was a freaking blast.
Blake texted me and said, I think you had more fun out of anybody in your family this weekend.
Yeah, literally.
So, yeah.
It was so much fun. And when we go back, we can do the racing. We can go race cars.
You know what they also have?
What?
The Formula One experience.
Really?
Where you get to go in the cars and like it's obviously not as fast as Formula One, but you drive the cars around the track and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I went racing with old man who's socially or emotionally inept and beat him on the racetrack.
Yeah.
I did. I beat him. I had like 56, the highest track record.
And everybody was so shocked about the poker because they were like, does she play? And I was like, no.
No, I don't play, but somehow I came in 9th place out of 56 people. Not sure what happened.
Colby came dead last and he's like the best poker player there.
Literally, he was the first person out. Like, how does that happen?
And he was like, dude, I don't even know. Like, it was just so bad.
I don't even know. I was getting some tough hands. I don't know how I made as far as I did.
Yeah. But we met a lot of cool people.
We did. We met a lot of cool people. We had a blast.
And I don't usually fangirl.
He fangirled, let me tell you.
Listen, we've been blessed to be in a position where we meet a lot of cool people. But when I met the UFC fighters, I was fangirling.
I was fangirling. So, Grayson, for people that are listening that want to know, do you have a girlfriend?
I do not.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Do you want one?
I think it depends on the person.
I say no.
I think there's some people where I'm like, I'd rather just be single.
Yep.
And there's some people that are literally, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I'd date you.
Yep. Don't do it. It's just a trap. You'll be miserable. Listen to me. You may even get ghosted. That's a possibility too.
Yeah. It's hard to ghost somebody when you go to school with them and see them. And
yeah, I guess when you live in different states,
it's way easier.
Yeah. I don't get that whole
Yeah, it was
logic.
handled very immature and irresponsible.
Yeah.
And you would think that somebody that had almost 2 decades on you would know how to handle a situation better.
Nope.
But clearly they do not.
Because I still didn't get I got that group text with you, and that was it from my text. But it's fine.
I think that's a coping mechanism of ignoring your problems. If you ignore your problems, they don't exist. And I think that's what he was doing.
Go more into that.
I mean, a lot of people like to think that if you ignore a situation, the situation isn't happening.
Do you think that's also a way of like trying to cope with your feelings?
I think that's a very immature way of coping with your feelings.
Clearly, but like, you screwed up, but you just gotta.
Well, it's an ego thing, and especially with men, an ego. You never want to admit that you screwed up. You don't want to admit that you did something wrong because then that shows your flaws. And nobody likes seeing their own flaws.
But how do you get to a place to where you can be okay with seeing your own flaws?
I think it's just maturity.
But you're more mature.
I think it takes a different level of maturity to see your own flaws and accept your own flaws than it does to ignore it.
But I feel like you're pretty mature for your age. You're more mature than like 30-year-old men.
I mean, it's just stuff we've been through, been around adults my whole life, had to deal with adults my whole life.
But also you go to therapy.
Yeah.
And what's your viewpoint on therapy?
I think it's good. I think it's good if you need it.
Do you not think everyone needs it to an extent?
I wouldn't say everybody needs it because I think some people deal with their problems differently. And I don't think there's one right answer to deal with a problem. I don't think it's always the right answer to be like, hey, go talk to a therapist. But I do think for people that need it, it's very beneficial.
But see, that's where we're going to kind of disagree. Like, I feel like everyone needs it.
But there's no perfect answer to any question. There's no such thing as a perfect answer.
Okay.
There's no such thing as something that works for everybody every time.
That's fair.
So you can't, I mean, if you get a room of 100 people and send all 100 people to therapy, it's not going to work for all 100 people.
Okay. I see that. But then how do you deal with someone who, like, you're in therapy doing your work and someone else isn't? And then it's...
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, we've had a bunch of situations like this, but it's like you cannot force someone to go.
Yeah.
Because from my own experience at first, when I was more forced to go instead of wanting to go, and I had a different outlook on it than I do now, it's not beneficial.
What was your outlook on it?
Well, at first I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't know why I'm paying to speak to somebody. But after it changed over time, but it's just different outlooks.
Interesting.
And if somebody doesn't want to go, it's not going to be beneficial. It's like school. Your grades are going to drop if you don't want to be there.
Yeah. I mean, that is very accurate. Interesting. You've always had a very interesting way of thinking.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad. But
Sometimes it's bad. Why is it
I
bad?
don't know, sometimes it just bites me in the ass. But
Well, there's that too. I can see that 100%.
yeah, I was talking on the phone earlier. I said, I think I have a problem with planning too much.
What do you mean?
Like, because, I've always worried about not what will happen tomorrow or next month.
Yes, literally. He's a freaking worrier, wants to worry about what's going to happen 2,567 days from now.
But in my defense, I believe that, I'm trying to think of how to say it. The last 28 months wouldn't have been as difficult as they were if there was more planning.
100%.
And I think it's a little bit of a PTSD thing, and I've talked about it in therapy, of planning ahead. And, this may never happen, but what do I do if it does happen?
Yeah, you have to. That's a full-on trauma response of, if this person would have done X, Y, and Z, then it wouldn't. You can't just be good for 6 months.
But I
or
also
a year.
believe that it will, like I said on the phone earlier, so when my life is said and done, I'm getting ready to croak, I think it will have ended up doing more good than bad.
What will have done more good than bad?
Obsessing over planning.
Okay. That's a fine line. That is a very fine line.
It's a way easier life to live, not worrying about it. But it may pay off more if you take that worry and plan ahead, and you'll find out, if I didn't plan for this situation, it would have been a lot harder for me to resolve.
100%. I mean, you can plan in a way, though, that does not cause anxiety.
I like to plan for every possible outcome.
Yeah.
If it's no, if it's yes, if it's maybe, I like to plan for what am I going to do if it's no? Well, what do I do if it's yes?
Well, I think that's a healthy way to live, because especially when you have a family and a wife and kids, if the absolute worst thing happens, you want to have the knowledge, resources, funds, relationships to be able to fix that disaster way quicker.
And I believe that, especially with my career path that I want to go down, that will help me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I'm planning ahead, well, I need to plan ahead just in case something happens with this contract. We have this one right behind it just in case.
No, and I love that way of thinking. I mean, it seems in the moment like it's more of a burden.
It's very stressful, and you have almost no peace. But I just think my head never shuts off.
Yeah.
Even when I go to sleep, it never shuts off. I'm always thinking about something, how to do something, how to get better at something. So if it's never going to shut off in the first place, why not use it?
The way your brain works is absolutely insane.
It's just like learning,
especially to be 19 years old.
just learning how to use your flaws.
Okay.
Some people might look at this as a flaw of mine, but how can I use it to benefit me?
Without a doubt. Mm-hmm. I feel like anything can be beneficial if you frame it the right way.
Then eventually you turn your flaws into your strengths.
I'm proud of you.
And like, I might get a deal ahead of somebody because I was more planned, or I planned it out more than they did.
See, I knew I put my bet on the right dog. I said it all along. We're putting it here now. When he makes it big, remember who?
I think, and this is not, I know, you're always going to have haters.
Well, always.
And somebody's going to say something about this sounding cocky. I think there's a fine line and a difference between being cocky and having confidence in yourself.
Without a doubt.
And I really do believe that because you and I have talked multiple times, that I don't believe in saying if.
Yeah.
I like saying when, because I feel like if you say if, you don't believe in yourself to really get there.
No,
you think a lot of stuff has to happen for you to get there. You think you have to get lucky. No, make it happen. And for me, I believe that once I get to my career path, that there's no way that I'm not successful, because we went from, of course, plenty of money, being able to do what we wanted, to not having it, and we're working our way back. But I feel like once you go from having money to not having money, then to having money again,
yep,
you're so scared to go back that fear motivates you.
Without a doubt, 110%. I could not have said it any better. This episode of Unlocked is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
There's a quote from a movie, and a lot of people laugh at it, but it really means more than what a lot of people think it does. But in The Wolf of Wall Street, they said, "I've been a rich man, I've been a poor man, and I choose rich every time."
Mm-hmm. That is, and what to you does that say?
I think it says that you've been rich and you've been poor, and you have such a fear of going back that you will do anything it takes to stay where you are.
Interesting. Do anything it takes to an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Do everything you can.
Yeah. Do everything you can. Work hard. That's the thing about today's day and age, is people don't have the work ethic anymore.
And I love, I will be fine if I look back and be like, I did everything I could. Mm-hmm. And that's for you and what we've gone through the last 28 months. I don't think, and if you can, I'm sorry, but you're batshit crazy. But if you can look back and say that you didn't do everything you could in the 28 months, I think you'd be lying to yourself.
Say that again?
I think if you said you didn't do everything you could in the last 28 months, you'd be lying.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you can look back, and I'm just using this as an example for what I'm saying, but I think you can look back over the last 28 months and say, you know what, I did everything I could.
Without a doubt.
Does 100%. That not give you a certain level of peace knowing that?
Oh, it does.
You did everything?
In the moment, like you said, it's stressful. Mm-hmm. It sucks. It hurts. You don't understand it. But looking back, you're like, you know what? I did everything I could, and it got us to this point. It got mom and dad home. Chloe had her private...
The end goal was accomplished.
Yeah, the end goal was accomplished. Chloe was in her private school. You were in your school, you went to college, so in the moment, I've literally felt like I couldn't breathe, but on the other side, it was, you know what? I did it. Yeah. It was worth it.
And, you know, whether we're in a good place or a bad place right now, it's a lot better place than we were a few months ago.
Yeah, that's for freaking sure.
And it's just, I have a mindset of looking at a situation before reacting. And it's really hard.
I wish I was more like that.
It's really hard being in a family that is so emotionally driven that I'm the only one who, and I'm not saying necessarily it's a bad thing all the time. I don't want you to think I'm talking shit. But I'm saying, like, being the only one who something happens and then you take a minute, look at it. How do I fix it? Versus being emotionally driven, losing your lid or having a breakdown or something. And I know sometimes you need that. You need to get it out.
See, I just kind of lose my lid, or I'm 50-50. I go in, well, regardless, I always figure out how to fix it, but I can lose my lid.
But what I believe is in that time somebody spent freaking out, losing their lid, cussing somebody out, losing their mind, you could have probably already had a solution.
That is a fair point.
And I've talked to Dad about that so many times, and I mean, he's gotten somewhat better at it, but I've told him, I said, you know, the 20 minutes you spent popping your lid, I said, we could have had a conversation, had this situation resolved and moved on to something else.
Isn't it funny though, that like how you go from being a kid and then now you're an adult? I mean, I still view you as a kid, but now you're an adult.
I still view myself as a kid a lot of the time. I don't like the adult stuff.
Why don't you like the adult stuff?
When I want to get something and they say, use your card. No, if I wanted to use my card, I wouldn't ask you. That's why I asked Dad for a $20 t-shirt the other day. He goes, use your card. I said, if I was going to use my card, I wouldn't ask you in the first place.
Then there's that. Welcome to adulthood, Grayson.
Yeah, it's not nice.
I mean, it's pretty great. It's awesome. It's terrible. Don't be an adult. Any kids listening, if you're in the car with your parents, you do not want to be an adult. It is a lot of frustration, disappointment, money.
There's a saying I like, you know, life is a shit show interrupted by brief moments of happiness and good things.
That is actually really good. I have never heard that.
I think that's the most true quote I've ever heard in my life.
What was it again?
Life is a shit show interrupted by brief moments of happiness.
That is actually really true, and it kind of gives me goosebumps. It's sad that that's true, but I'm going to make my goal be life is full of happiness interrupted by brief moments of a shit show. We're going to change that.
And I think my problem is I'm sometimes too realistic.
Yeah.
I think if I was more naive
You're Debbie
a little
Downer.
bit, I would be I'd be over the moon every day. But I think I'm so realistic and think about stuff so much that it is a shit show interrupted by brief moments.
Well, we're going to try to change that. We just need you to hurry up, graduate college.
See, that's the thing is I don't want to change it.
Why?
I love it.
Okay, well then we're going to let you love this dysfunctional chaos. I am looking to live a life that is not chaotic and dysfunctional.
I like to think if I do it now, I won't have to do it later.
Well, that's a good way to think. That's a good way to think, a good way to be.
If I do it now, I work my ass off once I get out of school. I do everything I got to do. By the time I'm 50,
you'll be done.
Maybe earlier.
We'll be sailing away.
I'll be done. Won't have to do another thing the rest of my life.
Your kids are going to love me.
And I'll be able to look back. I'm happy I spent those, as soon as I got out of school, spent that time, did that. Now I can enjoy my life. Because I've always had one of my biggest fears was not being able to give my kids more than what I had. And that would be a lot.
Well, if anybody can do it, you can do it.
We're the only two.
As of now. as of now. But you and me, come on, you and me. My kids are going to love you too. You're going to be a fun uncle.
I'm going to try to be.
I mean, if I ever have kids, that is.
It'll happen eventually. We just don't know when.
Yeah, just don't know when.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually.
Eventually. Do you have faith in me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what you pulled off.
Well, yeah, I just meant like, am I going to get married? Am I going to have kids? What is going to happen? What do you see happening in my life? If you could just guess, like, do I get married in...
two different ways. I've weighed two different possibilities in my head about you.
Okay, let's hear them. Let's end it on this.
One was you've spent your time raising kids and you don't necessarily have the desire to do it all again. But on the other hand, it's like they also weren't your own. Yeah. So I feel like a part of you wonders, how much different would it be with mine?
Oh, yeah. It'd be totally different with my own. But you are right. That's why I think like now I'm just like, all right, let me have fun because I have been raising kids. But I do know, like, I definitely want my own kids. But if I'm going to do it, I need to do it soon because I don't want to be in my 30s having kids. Yeah. I want to be... I think... You think I'm going to get married and then have kids or have kids and then get married?
No, I think you'll get married then have kids. But I think you'll get married because you're having kids.
Then there is that. That needs to be a social post. But, then there is that. Yeah. So you're saying I'm going to get pregnant and then get married?
Yeah, I could see it happening.
No, I'm not just going to get married just because I'm pregnant. You don't ever just get married because you're pregnant.
I know a lot of people that have done that.
I know. It's just not a smart move.
I see kids now that I've known for years posting engagement pictures. I saw a you can believe this.
What?
I got to tell you this. A girl posted on her Snapchat story a promise ring.
Huh?
A promise ring.
Okay.
I've never seen some shit like that.
What do you mean? Yeah, like, what does that even mean anymore? Like, I remember in, like, middle school.
It's basically an engagement ring before an engagement ring.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
I don't get it, but...
So, you don't believe in promise rings? I don't believe in them either. A promise ring, to me, is going to be a big-ass rock on my finger.
Both of us, we somehow manage, God forbid... get in a relationship that like nobody knows the person or like, it's not some sort of screwed up relationship, but we can't do it.
No, we can't do it. We can't do it.
Even me, I can't do it.
What do you mean?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to say it.
What?
So the girl, I like is one of my ex-girlfriend's friends.
Oh.
But I heard the way that my ex-girlfriend talked about her, and I was telling her, I was like, she's not your friend. Like, by the way that she talks about you.
Ooh.
But they're also living together.
Oh, you're about to go into... So, not only have you not moved into school yet, but you're about to move into the lion's den.
Guess when they move in? August 1st.
Are they by you? No.
Down the street.
Well, at least they're down the street, not in the same apartment complex.
Yeah. I've already...
Dude, you need to learn, don't shit where you eat. I learned that when I lived in my first condo here in Nashville, and I started dating the guy I met in the mailroom who lived in my building. Terrible idea. Don't do it, guys. Do not do it. It is terrible. You break up, then you have to move. It's a thing.
I made the mistake. They always say you got to see the friends first. Make sure you picked the right one.
What?
I did not.
I have never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No.
Make sure you see your friends first and make sure before you get in a relationship that it's the right one.
Oh.
Like the most attractive one, the best one. I didn't do that.
Okay. Well, then there's that. God bless Grayson and this next year at the University of Alabama. It seems like it's going to be very eventful for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Very eventful.
Roll Tide.
Me, on the other hand, I choose good relationships with no drama, no nothing.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
Terrible, terrible. It's always something. It's always something. I think I just like a little broken, you know?
I mean,
A little brokenness.
I don't know. I feel like we also like the drama in a very toxic way.
Yeah, I'm tired of the toxicity. I'm going to marry someone much, much older than me and going to have a peaceful life and enjoy
But you know,
life.
that's not true.
What?
You know deep down, you love it. That's part of the attraction.
No, but I want a peaceful life.
But you know deep down that drama is a part of the attraction.
Not really. I think wait till you get 10 years older than what you are now, and then you will finally reach a point to where your whole life has been chaos and drama that you're like, my system can't take it anymore. I just need peace.
Yeah.
And like channel your frustration and fun stuff. Not the chaos. Just saying. But until next time, when you come home, you know what? Grayson and I've said I need to do a podcast from University of Alabama. We may try to do that on a game day weekend. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Do it on a game day weekend, and I'm going to go have some fun with Grayson at the University of Alabama. He'll come home. Are you going to stay with mom and dad, or are you going to stay with me when you come home?
You. I've been thinking about
That
starting.
was a quick you.
Been thinking about starting a YouTube channel at school.
Oh, God, that seems like a
Just
terrible
like
idea.
vlogging throughout the day. I mean, look at the Nelk boys. They turned it into a business empire off of a YouTube channel of a few friends vlogging each other.
Yeah, just please don't get in trouble.
I won't.
No trouble. All right, well, I love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Be good. Don't get in trouble. Try not to miss me too much.
I'll try.
But if you get in trouble, just remember, call me.